Points, miles, cashback. Every card, every app, every coffee shop wants to reward you now. And it feels great, like you're getting something for nothing, a little bonus on top of what you were already buying. But step back and ask the question this channel always asks. If they're giving you free rewards, how does that make them money? Because it does. These programs are some of the most profitable tools in business, and the reward is exactly how they work. Here's the reframe that changes everything. A points program isn't a gift. It's a currency, one the company invents out of thin air, controls completely, and can change or cancel whenever it likes. Think about what that means. They create the money. They set what it's worth. They decide when it expires. Imagine if someone paid you in a currency only they could print, only they could value, and only they could void. You'd be suspicious, but wrap it in the word reward and we chase it happily. Let me show you how that currency actually makes them rich. The first and biggest engine. Points change your behavior in the store's favor. Once you're collecting, you stop shopping on price and start shopping for points. You'll pick the shop that gives you points over the one that's actually cheaper. You'll buy the slightly bigger thing to hit the bonus. You'll come back to their store instead of comparing others, because leaving means abandoning the points you've built up. I've built loyalty and rewards logic into systems, so I'll say it flatly. The entire point of points is to make you a little less rational about price and a little more loyal than the deal deserves. A few cents of reward reliably gets people to spend more than a few cents extra. If it didn't make them more than it costs, no business would offer it. The reward is the bait. Your changed behavior is the profit. Now the quiet one, the one the industry has an actual accounting term for: breakage. Breakage is the value of all the points and rewards that are never redeemed, the miles that expire, the cash back you forget, the coffee card with 4 stamps lost in a drawer. A significant share of all rewards issued are simply never claimed, and every unclaimed point is pure profit for the company. They got your changed behavior up front and never had to pay the reward. From the inside, this isn't an accident. It's forecasted. Companies estimate how many points will die unused and count on it. Expiry dates, complicated redemption, points that aren't quite enough for anything good. These aren't bugs. They gently increase breakage. The program is designed so a chunk of the rewards quietly evaporate before you ever collect them. Here's the part most people never see. For many programs, the points are almost a sideshow. The real prize is the data. The moment you scan that loyalty card, every purchase gets tied to you. Not an anonymous sale. You, specifically. What you buy, when, how often, what you switch to on sale. Over time, they build a startlingly detailed profile of your habits. And that profile is enormously valuable. For targeting you with offers precisely engineered to make you spend, and often for selling insights to others. So the few cents of points? That's the price they happily pay to buy your identity at the checkout. You think you're the one collecting. You're also the one being collected. The loyalty card is a trade. Small rewards for a complete map of your spending. And there's a sharper edge on the financial ones. Cashback credit cards especially. Where does the money for those generous rewards actually come from? 2 places mostly. First, a fee the shop pays every time you swipe, quietly baked into the prices everyone pays, including people using cash. And second, the big one, interest. Card companies know a meaningful share of people chasing rewards will carry a balance and pay interest, and that interest dwarfs the rewards. The cashback is designed to encourage exactly the spending that leads some people into debt they'll pay interest on. So for many users, the reward is real and harmless. But the program's profit often comes from the subset who overspend chasing it and end up paying far more in interest than they ever earned back. The reward is funded, in part, by the trap it sets. So how do points and rewards trap you? They turn you loyal and less price-conscious. They bank on the rewards you'll never claim. They buy your entire spending profile for a few cents. And on the financial side, they're often funded by the very debt they encourage. Points feel like free money, but it's a currency they invent, value, and expire at will. Handed to you not out of generosity, but because your loyalty, your data, and sometimes your debt are worth far more than the reward ever costs them. Rewards aren't evil. If you'd have bought it anyway, at the same price, and you actually redeem them, take the points. The trap is only when the reward makes you spend more. Switch to a pricier option, or carry a balance. Collect on your terms, not theirs. Next time, the finale of this series, we pull the whole thread together. How apps are engineered to get you addicted. Subscribe.